St. Louis Cardinals have started the season 20-14. They'd won 6 in a row prior to Sunday's loss to the Dodgers, but I am not, repeat, not a believer in this team moving forward. Stay tuned to find out why I think you should look to fade the Cardinals Monday night at home against Milwaukee. By the way, you can watch this game on FS1 tonight. First pitch, 7:45 Eastern. What's going on, everybody? Brian Power back with you here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Coming off a 2-0 Sunday sweep in the NBA, had the over in both Game 7s yesterday. That makes it a 29-10-1 all sports run for yours truly, going back to April 17th. Number one overall at Wager Talk during that time. Since we're talking about Major League Baseball in this video, though, I should also let you know I've been number one on the diamond at Wager Talk over the last 3 and last 7 days. 5 straight MLB winners, 13-3-1 MLB run overall. And I'm number one for the season when it comes to betting MLB totals. If you can believe it, a 16-3-1 year-to-date record with MLB totals. I've got a 4% MLB best bet for tonight. It is a total that I'll be telling you about in just a little bit. But first, let's break down this Brewers-Cardinals game, shall we? As I already mentioned, St. Louis has started the season with a 20-14 record. But while the Cardinals just took 2 of 3 from the Dodgers over the weekend, lost 4-1 on Sunday, I'm just not a big believer on a team that was projected to win, or to lose 90-plus games at the start of the season. Perhaps odds makers were a bit too pessimistic with that preseason projection. However, I don't see the Cardinals maintaining their current win percentage moving forward, guys. I just don't. In fact, FanGraphs agrees with me. They have the Cardinals going just 60-68 the rest of the way with a -38 run differential. To put that projection into its proper perspective, FanGraphs has only 4 teams with a worse record and worse run differential for the remainder of the 2026 season. So the Cards have overachieved so far. I think they come crashing back down to earth the rest of the way. So do some other observers as well, clearly. Now, the Cards are going to open a 3-game series with the division rival Brewers on Monday. Okay, let's not forget the Brewers won 97 games and the NL Central a season ago. They made it all the way to the NLCS, as a matter of fact, before eventually bowing out to the eventual World Series champion Dodgers. Brew Crew have started 2026 just 18-15. Okay, but despite having an inferior 1-loss record compared to the Cardinals, let's turn to my favorite column in the MLB standings, and that's run differential. There, Milwaukee has performed much better than St. Louis has this season. The Brewers have outscored their opponents by 45 runs thus far. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, they have a run differential of exactly 0, meaning they've scored and allowed the same number of runs this season. Only 3 teams, guys, have a better run differential than the Brewers in all of MLB, and that's the Dodgers, Braves, and Yankees. So pretty good company there for the Brew Crew. Now, they too lost Sunday, 3-2 at Washington, but took 2 of 3 in that series overall. They've won 5 of 7, going back a little bit further. Again, kudos to St. Louis for winning 6 in a row before Sunday's loss, but now is the time to start fading them, guys. Only 8 teams have allowed more runs this year. I do not expect this Cardinals offense to continue producing at a top 10 level when it comes to scoring runs. This group has been pretty middle of the pack when it comes to both on-base percentage and batting average. So the number of runs scored suggests there's been a little bit of an overperformance there, a little bit of luck, perhaps. On the mound, the starter for Monday is going to be Kyle Leahy. He has an ugly 6.01 expected ERA and a 5.64 FIP. Those are terrible numbers. So Milwaukee should definitely be able to score some runs in this game, hang the proverbial crooked number, if you will, especially considering they are 3rd in runs scored against right-handed pitching this season, 132 runs to be exact. First baseman Andrew Vaughn, has been out since March 27th, is expected back in the Milwaukee lineup tonight. So that should be another lift for the Brewers, who are starting Chad Patrick in this game. Here's an interesting stat for you. In games where the team did not, I repeat, did not use an opener in front of Patrick, the Brewers are 4-0 this season. So when making your bet for this game, if you're going to follow along with me, be sure to choose must start for Patrick as opposed to action, because the results have been vastly different so far this season when Patrick is out there for the first pitch as opposed to not. If Milwaukee, has some maybe late day tomfoolery and puts an opener out there, I wouldn't make this bet. But as long as Patrick's on the bump for the first pitch, Brewers minus 116 on the money line is your free play for Monday, May 4th. Smash that like button if you agree. Comment down below if you have another bet that you think we should be making on this National League Central matchup. As always, we are all eyes and ears here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Let's keep this stuff interactive. No matter what you think, please be sure to click that subscribe button down below me as well. We really appreciate your support here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. I obviously appreciate your support, everyone's support that got on board for yesterday's 2-0 sweep in the NBA. It was a nice bounce back from a 5% loser with the Celtics team total over on Saturday. Yes, I'll always talk about the losers, just like the winners. I was very sorry to anyone that got on board Saturday with that 5% loss. It was a bet that I made prior to Jason Tatum being ruled out. I still thought the Celtics could get over 106.5. Alas, they did not. Quite frankly, I'm glad that they're out of the playoffs as a result. So we hardly knew you, Boston. But again, no reason to get down on ourselves. A 29-10-1 all sports run since April 17th. No one during that time has been more profitable at wagertalk.com. I'm up 52.8 units over the last 2+ weeks. And my MLB has been every bit as hot as my NBA, if not hotter. 13-3-1 run on the base paths, including 5 straight winners. Number 1 last 3 days, number 1 last 7 days in Major League Baseball. Number 1 this season with MLB totals, 16-3-1 record. That is a ridiculous 84%. I've got a best bet for tonight in MLB. It is a total. You can get it right now over at wagertalk.com. Type wt.buzz/BP to get there faster. And you're definitely going to want to get on board my only premium release for Monday as we look to stay hot across the board. Speaking of which, on top of all the accolades I've already mentioned, yes, there's more. Number 1 in NBA win percentage the last 11 months. I've won 61.4% of all NBA bets during that time, including a 23-6 mark in the NBA playoffs. That's ridiculous. Number 1 in soccer the last 2 years, 56.3 units. I know we dropped one over the weekend, but still 11-4 our last 15 plays on the pitch. So considering everything I've said, perhaps you want to get on board with one of our new special offers going on at wagertalk.com. Right now, you can get a 3-day all access. This one's pretty simple. $49, limited time offer. 3 days, all of my plays, $49. Okay, that's an easy one to understand there. If you want to get on board a little bit longer, you can get 40 days for $199. So you're saving $100 off the cost of a 30-day all access. Plus, we're giving you 10 additional days of service free of charge. Again, that's 40 days of plays for $199. That's a really good deal. Again, limited time offer there. And one more, if you want to make a long-term investment, okay, obviously, for the next couple months, it's going to mainly be Major League Baseball and the rest of the NBA playoffs. But if you're somebody who wants to look ahead, football season will be here before you know it. You can get on board for an entire year for just $99 per month. That is a 1-year all-inclusive pass. Again, just like the other offers, this gives you every play I release in every sport. You also get a 25% off bonus coupon with that particular special offer. All right, that does it for another free play video here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you for the time. Don't forget to both like and subscribe. And until next time, let's cash some tickets.